who's ready to set an unattainable TBR with me for May. I'm participating in a readathon in May called Escape the Readathon. I'm actually co-hosting a team. This is a readathon created by Lexi over from Books with Lexi, and it's a competitive team-based readathon. This year, we are stuck in a carnival. We've been somehow teleported to this abandoned carnival, and we have to play games to earn tickets in order to escape the carnival. However, there are game masters at play who are only going to let the team that escapes the fastest out, and the rest are stuck there forever. I'm co-hosting the game Jesters. We love playing games at carnivals. We go there specifically for the games, and we are really, really good at strategy. I'm co-hosting this with Sarah from Wicked Reading. If you don't already follow Sarah, you definitely should. I really enjoy Sarah's channel. And you should also check out Lexi, as she's created a really incredible readathon, and you should come join the game Jesters if you're searching for a team to win with. Which means I need to do the reading this month. Over on my channel, I play a TBR game called Snakes and TBR Stacks to pick my TBR. It's really, really simple. I roll the dice, I move. If I hit a ladder, it's a reward, and I move up. If I hit a snake, a punishment, I add another roll to my game, and I go all the way down, and I get sad. I think that's all the important news I needed to give you, so let's go right into roll 1. Last time we ended on Illustrated Spine, so we're gonna start there again. Roll 1. That's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The first roll landed us on Chunky, which for me is a book over 500 pages. What a terrifying spot for most people, but one of my favorite spots on the board. For this one, I'm gonna put a book that's been on many TBRs because I really want to read it, but I keep not reading it. I don't know what that says about me. The Darkness Before Them by Matthew Ward. I really want to read this. I'm hoping this is the month I do that. This is a heist-style story. We're following a world where there are mists that are destroying the land. The nobles are fighting amongst themselves, and the king seems to not care. Insert our main character, Kat, who is a thief just trying to get by. She's offered the deal of a lifetime, a heist that she needs to do, and she will essentially earn her freedom, earn whatever she's ever wanted. The thing is, this heist should be really hard because there are spirits that guard the entrance to what she needs to steal from. Kat has a special ability where she can talk to spirits, and she'll need every advantage she can have during this heist. And at the end of it, she's gonna have to choose a side because there is a war a-brewing. I've read from this author before. I think I'm really, really gonna like this, so I just need to get on it, and I need to read this. Roll 2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapter titles. I'm gonna put another book that I've been sitting on for a really long time. It's been on many TBRs. The Golden Enclaves by Naomi Novik. This is the 3rd book in the Scholarman series. This is a series that I've loved. I've given all the other books 5 stars, so why have I not read this one yet? Not entirely sure, besides that I just push away things that I think I'm gonna love sometimes, including books. It's hard, okay? Like, what if it doesn't live up to my thoughts of it? Like, what if it's not a 5 star? This series follows our main character who goes to the Scholomance, which is essentially a school out to kill you. In this world, if you have magic, demons do come and they're attracted to your magic and they're going to try to kill you for the rest of your life. So they send their kids with magic to a school that essentially is set up to help them succeed in that. The school literally has demons that are out to kill you. She has to learn how to work her magic. She has to survive literally just high school, and that sucks. And then she also has to survive high school that's trying to kill her. I really, really love this. I think it's a little bit new adultish, and I think it's a fun read. I really like the world building in it. The school is essentially a character in itself, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. So will May be the time that I actually read this? You know, if I read this, they're gonna escape the Scholomance, and we are going to escape the carnival. Roll 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The next roll landed us on royalty. So essentially it has to be about royalty in the title. It's a little bit flexible. I'm kind of putting 2 books on here just because I don't know where I'm going to be at the start of this month. I'm filming my TBR a little bit early because I am going to a Polycon, so I need to like pre-film and prep a bunch of my videos for the 2 weeks that I'm away for. So my plan is to read Air of Fire this month, and then Queen of Shadows would go in this spot. Queen and Air are both royalty titles to me though, so I'm gonna put them both on here, and If I don't get to Heir of Fire, I'm just going to read Heir of Fire in May, but if I do get to it, I'll read Queen of Shadows in May. So both of these are going on this list. These are the third and fourth book in Throne of Glass, which is a series about Selena Sardothian, who is the world's best assassin, most feared assassin, and when she's captured one day, she lives in prison for about a year before the prince comes and takes her out of prison to put her in a competition to be the king's champion, essentially, and the prince will win something if Selena wins something, so like there's some value in it. It is an interesting series. Throne of Glass is so loved, and I'm making my way through it this year with my patrons, and I really, really, really need to get on these. So excited to read these, whatever one I'm reading at the time. Roll 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, multi-POV. Another one that I find quite simple here on my channel. I do love a story that has more than one POV in it. I'm gonna pick my book club read for this because I need to read The Girl in the Moon, which is the final book in the Book of the Ice series. A couple final books on this, and I feel like I'm getting some good progression and some series done this month. The live show for this, I think, is scheduled for the second weekend of May. I need to read this before then, essentially. The Book of the Ice series follows Yaz, who lives out on the ice, and on the ice you have a testing day where if you're deemed broken, you're then pushed into the pit of the missing. Yaz's brother is deemed broken and pushed into that pit, and Yaz goes, oh crap, no. And she jumps right on in after her brother, and she learns that there's like a world underneath the ice that she didn't know about, and there's a lot of things that she's been led astray for in her lifetime. I feel like this series has more universal feelings on it in the read-along than Book of the Ancestor did. Book of the Ancestor people loved or hated, and this one I feel like we all are just kind of feeling very mid about it. But I'm really excited to see the conclusion of this series, because I think that Mark Lawrence is doing a lot of like epic scope things, and we're gonna see them tied together within this series, and I'm really excited for that. Roll 5. 4. I see it already. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was too good to be true, and we hit a snake. I thought we were gonna come off clean. We did not. Indie, which is really easy at least. For this, I'm putting The Storm Beneath the World by Michael Fletcher. This is a school setting that I'm really excited about. We have 2 assassin schools in it. We have a matriarchal society. The ruling kingdoms are queendoms, not kingdoms. There's magic that comes at a cost, and the cost is often death, which I really, really like. I don't know much more about this one. I just know that the cover is really cool in my opinion. I've read a book from this author before. Esme personally recommended it to me, and I'm really, really excited to see if I love this one. I think I'm going to. So I'm excited to get it on the TBR for the month. This is probably one of the books I'm most looking forward to. I'm really, really, really tempted to read it right now. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Illustrated spine. That was close. And what should have been our final roll, we landed on Illustrated Spine. I'm going with No Heart for a Thief by James Lloyd Doolin. This is an indie fantasy that I'm really excited about. I've had this on my TBR for far too long. I need to get to it. I feel like May is the month of me getting to things. We are the stories we tell ourselves, even the lie. This follows 2 characters, I believe, maybe more. One of them can hear the magic of others, and someone in the past has used this to steal the magic, so it's kind of looked down upon, and now he has to hide this from the world, and so he isn't hiding. However, one day a girl enters the forest where he makes his home, and she is chased by 2 mercenaries, and he decides to save her. Now the girl is on a quest of revenge because her family was murdered, her town, her village, whatever, and our main character Kalo offers to train her, and I think we're watching that revenge quest, and revenge is such a big buzzword for me that I'm really excited. I also love this cover. I always have to shout about this cover. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, pretty excited about this one. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our last roll, we landed on romance. A pretty easy square for me these days, and I think I'm gonna continue to tackle the like series thing that I'm going for and put on the 3rd book in the Legends of Thesmar series, Fate and Furies. I'm intrigued to see where this book goes. Book 2 ends on a cliffhanger. I'm excited to get back to Wilder and Althea. Even though I didn't love book 2, I still love Wilder and Althea way too much to like give them up, and I'm excited to see where the actual plot line of the story is going. I hope that we get to see the world building expand and the dynamics change a little bit in this one, and not just the same old hot and cold relationship that the other two have had. I'm really hoping to see something different from this book than I saw in the first two, and if it can do that, I think I will love this. So I'm super excited. The first book in the series is called Blood and Steel. We're following a world where there's a prophecy about women wielding blades and bringing the darkness. Now this has been taken to mean that they're gonna bring the big bad shadow race, so women have been banned from wielding blades, but that's not gonna stop Althea, because all she wants is to become a war sword, and we get to watch her do that with a little bit of help from Wilder Hawthorne. And I just love Wilder. He's so precious. I'm very intrigued to see how the third book ends, and I'm scared it's gonna end on a cliffhanger, and I'm gonna have to wait for the fourth book. But it'll be nice to be caught up on another series. Honestly, that's looking like a pretty good TBR. I think I have a room to mood read my way as prompts come up and we start to get to games. The only other book I need to talk to you about is the Indie Archive book club book. Indie Archive is mine and Mel's from Melonor Reads Patreon-run book club. We have Discord chats for it and live shows when we like the books, and May's pick is Spark the Everflame by Penn Cole. I currently have already read this book, so it didn't have to go on this TBR, but a lot of other people will be reading it in May. I just read it a little bit early for that dragon vlog. So if you'd like to join us, we will be reading this month. As I said, I'm so excited to co-host Escape the Readathon, and I'm gonna leave the announcement on the screen for you guys to go check out. Please think about joining the game, Jesters. We are the winning elite team, but make sure to also subscribe to both Lexi and Sarah from Wicked Reading, because they're both pretty cool if I say so myself. And let me know down below a book that you're planning to read in May, and leave me your team emoji if you are joining Escape the Readathon.